What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Redline Reactions. I'm Evan, and today we're going to be looking at a band that I've seen pop up consistently in the comment sections for Spirit Box, Ginger, and especially Nightwish. It's Epica and their song Sancta Terra featuring Floor Jansen from Nightwish. Let's get into it.
Give it up for Floor!
I was trying to find a place to pause, but it keeps going. This is really fun. So if you've listened to me before, you know that I like symphonic metal, even if I didn't know that term until like a week ago. One of my favorite songs of all time is No Leaf Clover by Metallica and the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra, the first one, not from S&M 2. And it's one of the reasons why I've really been into Nightwish recently. But this feels just a little bit different. This feels more like symphony-forward, even if just so slightly. Whereas I think we can agree that Nightwish, if you're forced to choose, is going to be maybe a little bit more metal-forward, even if it's only like 51-49 metal to symphony. But that's really cool. And the harmonization between Floor and who, I don't know the lead singer's name for Epica, but just beautiful. And they look like besties. I mean, I can't remember. I feel like someone may have mentioned that Epica is also from like one of those Northern European countries. So they probably have a background or a past with each other. Let me know. Let's go back. this is another reason why I really like this, is having listened, and it's not like I've listened to endless Nightwish songs. I've listened to, I think, 4, but I've heard enough of Floor Jansen's voice, and as wide of a range as it may be, what's interesting here is the singer for Epica. She feels like she's really in the pocket. Like this is her comfort zone, sort of in that sort of heady upper register. Now, I don't mean, when I say head voice, I don't automatically mean like a weak falsetto. That's completely different. But sort of that, being able to channel a little bit more power into the upper register, that seems to be her game, right? And whereas Floor is able to do this, and she's able to kind of harmonize and thrive there, but that's not her pocket. That's not her I hesitate to say comfort zone, but comfort zone. I think hers is just a little bit lower, because that's where she can, really pack a punch. But it's fun to see sort of the contrast in voices here. And yeah, they just always do something new. Always. Also, it goes without saying, not between Nightwish and Epica, granted, I haven't listened to a ton of symphonic metal up until recently, but just a masterclass in pairing metal with symphony. I mean, that orchestra is beautiful, and it's not like enveloping anything, or vice versa.
Floor Jansen!
Dankjewel, Floor. You kick ass. Thank you, and you too. Give it up for Epica. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Oh my. That was outstanding. God, I love this genre. Or genres, I guess you could call it. Another thing that kind of jumps out at me, and I don't know, for me personally, I feel like it would always be at the forefront of my mind, and it would kind of make me nervous and stressed out, but neither one of them tried to outsing the other. And that doesn't, I'm not saying that like in like a negative way, but I'm sure the lead singer to Epica could push a little bit harder, right? I know Floor can go way harder, but maybe in a direction that the song wouldn't have benefited from. But neither of them did that. It's like they knew sort of the realm in which the song existed and the capacities of each other, and they just sort of meshed it together. That's awesome. That's really cool to see. But still a ton of power. A ton of power and poise and control and relaxation. It's exactly what you want to see. And doing it while moving around on stage and just having a blast. One thing that I've never really looked into, because lingering tension can be a thing. And I don't know if this will make sense to anyone, but the act of like headbanging, we can't ignore the fact that I mean, you're using muscles around there, and you're kind of throwing everything around. Listen, I'm a pansy, so I'll just say it. If I do that a lot, I get dizzy. Maybe that happened to them when they first started doing it, but I get dizzy. I wonder if that affects your ability to generate certain vocals. It clearly didn't here, but I think that's just sort of a testament to how incredible these vocalists are. And I'm beginning to wonder just how many more bands from those like Nordic countries that I've just completely let pass over me. I'll tell you this right now. I mean, if this is Epica, I want more of it. And I'm very grateful for all the Nightwish fans who used Floor as sort of a bridge to get me here. But I'll tell you right now that Floor isn't the reason that I'm going to be back. So Epica fans, I don't know if there's a name, like there's the Nightwish Army. For Ren, there's the Renegades. There, for Dimash, there's the Deers. I don't know if there's a name for you. Please let me know. But where do I go next? I'd be willing to bet that this probably wasn't the starting point, but this is just how I got in. So I prefer to go in to follow a natural progression. So tell me where to start. Tell me who the lead singer is. Do they always perform sort of with the orchestra right there? And anything else that I need to know. I mean, I think this was uploaded a little over a decade ago, which seems to be the theme with a lot of these songs, but apparently they're all still going. So let me know sort of what the natural progression is, what the story is, and we'll get this party started. All right. But if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It helps me a lot. I really appreciate it. This channel is blowing up faster than I ever anticipated. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, I'll look for you in the comments. I read them all, and yeah, we'll see where we go next. Have a great day, guys.